They'll be here soon.
That doesn't help me much.
Look, we'll come back to that later, Rohitra. Just have some patience, okay? For once. I'm going back to the radio. I'll see you in a moment. I'm back. The fight is over.
Well, I think I know the outcome. I'm registering increased activity from the cloud.
Yes. A complete fiasco.
This was to be expected. You didn't expect the attack to succeed, did you?
If you had seen Rehitra, it was like all the energy had drained out of him.
Maybe that's a good thing. Should cool his impulsiveness, right?
I guess so.
Do you think he's finally ready to talk? I'd like to talk to him.
Okay. I'm switching you to the bridge. He should be able to hear you now.
Hello, Condor. This is Astrogator Novik, commander of the IC Dragonfly ship. I repeat, this is Astrogator Novik to the crew of the USCA Condor cruiser. Please come in.
Could you stop with all these? Rohitra, Engineer Rohitra. Among our crew, I'm the last man standing, so to speak, which I guess makes me commander. Who would have thought?
In that case, I'm making an official request to join our forces to prevent the danger that threatens both sides.
Oh, enough, Novik. That's enough. I agree, officially and all that jazz. We're already taking steps to eliminate the threat. So far, however, your crew has not been cooperative. Anyway, we stopped playing defense and took the fight to them. The Cloud suffered significant losses. As a counterattack, though, it disrupted our communications. That's why we need to change tactics.
To be honest, I don't see how changing tactics in this situation would make any difference.
I strongly disagree, Novik. All it takes is the right tool.
Meaning what exactly? Let me remind you that we're dealing with a dispersed entity whose technological prowess is still unknown. And it has so far destabilized every machine sent its way. Even the most specialized ones.
That's why I'll keep it simple this time. No electro brains, no memory, only pure energy.
You still haven't answered me, Rehitra. Please, just tell me straight. What are you up to?
I'm arming the charges.
Arming what? Explosives, cluster munitions?
Hydrogen.
What? Rehitra? Are you serious?
Damn right. I won't leave all this unresolved.
How many warheads do you have?
54. From 30 kilos to 100 megatons.
Oh, that's quite an arsenal. Over the top, I'd say.
I'm preparing 8 smaller warheads to start with.
And then?
We'll see.
I'm against escalating the conflict.
Huh. So much for our groundbreaking cooperation.
I didn't... Why do you jump to conclusions so quickly? How has it turned out for you so far? Clearly you lack tactical experience.
Save it, Novik. I don't need a lecture. This is my ship and my people. And it's my goddamn duty to avenge them. Period. Yasna, I know you understand. You're like me. You would do anything for your crew.
Look, I understand how you feel. But you can't approach this problem in terms of revenge. We are dealing with creations of necro-evolution. Dead evolution. Or probably non-sentient ones. Taking revenge on the Cloud is like...
Whipping the ocean for sinking a ship?
Exactly. Like Xerxes. We won't gain anything from a mindless attack. On the other hand, knowledge about these creations may turn out to be crucial in helping their victims. In helping you, Rehitra.
My memory, you could...
It's possible.
Well, thank you.
What for? I haven't done anything.
For reminding me of my mom. But as long as the Cloud is a threat to others, my condition comes second.
You, Rehitra, are still reasoning as though we were standing face to face with a thinking opponent. What if these beings are not our enemy at all?
Oh, good one. Are you forgetting how many of us they've already killed?
I will never forget Rохитру. Still, I can't help feeling that they operate without any strategic plan. They attack from one incident to another. They're non-sentient, as the doctor put it.
So what, they're stupid? And that's why they can't be hostile? It's absolute nonsense.
Well, it could be. Yasna, what do you think?
They're not stupid or hostile, but rather programmed to react to radio waves, to brain waves.
How?
They're breaking down communications to thwart the exchange of information.
So... they see no difference between a man and a machine? They take our brains for transmitters. That's why they're attacking us?
Exactly.
Wait, what species are you talking about?
Dr. Yasna found various traces of conflict, lasting for hundreds of thousands of generations.
I'm mainly referring to other machines that evolved simultaneously on Regis III. For instance, those structures we called the city, or the robots you uncovered at the excavation site. Who knows what kind of technology they had?
Uh-huh. And you're saying they were fighting each other?
Or competing is a better word. But yes.
I don't buy it. It's like some robot fables.
No, Rachel, these are no fables. We have gathered evidence for all this.
How did these machines even get here? Who built them?
Our cyberneticist had a hypothesis before he lost consciousness.
About the Lyrans.
Yes, that one.
Lyrans. It does ring a bell. Wasn't there a book about them?
The Cranian's monograph. According to his notes, before the explosion of Zeta Lyra, the sixth planet of the system was inhabited by intelligent beings. Let's say their scout ship landed here and that a disaster occurred. Some kind of reactor explosion, chain reaction. Suffice to say, the wreckage that landed on Regis III had no living beings on board.
Only the machines survived.
And then what? They started bashing in each other's tin heads? Doesn't make much sense to me. Machines don't have emotions. They don't argue.
First things first. Millions of years ago, some highly advanced race sent machines to Regis III. And these were specialized homeostatic mechanisms, left with no one to command them. As an engineer, you know well how it is. A robot does what it needs to do, whether it serves someone or not. At first, they probably just repaired themselves, or built a home for their dead masters.
Until something forced them to change.
Exactly. Certain types of predator eat anything that moves. So I'm betting they were attacked by local fauna. The key was that these machines had the ability to produce others as needed. To combat, say, flying reptiles, they started producing flying machines.
That still doesn't explain why they started fighting among themselves. Since they already defeated the living organisms, why keep producing themselves? It makes no sense.
What is a guiding principle of a homeostat? To survive. Apparently the machines pose a threat to one another. They use the same source of energy to function. A common, finite resource.
Okay, but why did some flies survive this? Not something bigger and better.
The way I see it, they were better. The best. In necroevolution, the bots that used up the fewest resources won. So they miniaturized, or became sedentary. The former process gave rise to the cloud. The latter started this bizarre genre of metal structures, resembling vegetation, which formed the city.
And they're still growing?
No. They lost the fight for survival, and now they're just rusting remnants. Only one form survived. The flying microbots that conquered all land areas on Regis III.
So these flies were just the best adapted?
To the conditions of this planet? Yes, that's how it works.
So, to summarize, some alien race sent advanced robots to Regis III. The local dinosaur-like monsters tried to eat them, so the robots produced other robots, which produced more and more robots, until they fell victim to their own overproduction. After a number of iterations and wars for resources, they spat out the murderous cloud, which took over the planet.
Indeed. To put it simply.
For me, the matter is perfectly clear. makes no sense to bomb these creatures. I'll even say it's a greater danger to us than to them.
But how else do you imagine defeating the Cloud?
Well, that's the thing. I don't. It's invincible. Yasna, do you agree?
Well,
Yeah, I very much agree. Another attack would make no difference. Just a few flies are enough for the Cloud to regenerate.
what if we destroy their nests?
No, Rохитру. Unless we want to destroy the entire planet, it's impossible to eliminate them all. And even then, there's no guarantee they would die in space. After all, the flies need no air, water, or food, only solar energy.
But what else could we do, if not attack?
The Invincible is near. We can wait for its arrival.
Right.
That is one solution. Although I was hoping you'd come back to Dragonfly. Back home.
Huh. We're done. Warheads are armed. One more press of a button, and there'll be no turning back. I can't.
That was close.
I'm suspending all actions leading to conflict. But what should I do now?
Well, we have a lander. So you can get to the Dragonfly.
All of us?
I'm staying.
What?
What?
I'm staying here. We'll wait for the Invincible together.
Yasna, are you sure?
Someone has to warn them, Astrogator. And Rохитру is, well...
Don't sugarcoat it, Yasna. I think we're all aware of my condition.
Yes, the doctor reported it.
Because of this and many other reasons, I feel I must stay.
Well, I need to check on the guys. It was good talking, Astrogator. See you in a minute, Yasna.
Yeah. Take care. So... he's gone.
Doctor. Yasna, it was truly an honor. I'm having a hard time finding the right words.
I know I couldn't keep my mouth shut. Sometimes. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm extremely grateful to you. You could have flown away so many times, yet you stayed with me until the end. Thank you.
You shouldn't thank me. It was my bounden duty as commander. My only regret is that I couldn't do more. And that some decisions...
Please don't blame yourself anymore. There's no point. Now Koval needs you. Understood?
Yes, Mom.
Have a safe journey, Novik.
Thank you, Yasna. And... see you soon. Over and out.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You look...
Like shit. I know.
really tired. That's what I meant to say.
Because you're trying to be polite. The undeniable truth is, I look and feel like shit. Will you close it for me?
Of course. Support and stimulants will help you.
I won't sleep. I can't. You know that. I have to endure somehow.
It won't get to that. Because I'll tell you everything all over again.
No, Yasna. I know me all too well. I won't believe the cloud can't be defeated. Or help you convince the Invincible's crew you're innocent. You'll end up in custody, and they'll just repeat our mistakes. It's a strange feeling. Remaining conscious in the hibernator.
You clearly haven't visited the infirmary often. This is a standard procedure for a long recovery.
Will you take another look at Landor and Spluskas?
doing it now. Don't worry.
Thanks. Are you still wondering whether to go to the nest? This is probably your last chance. If you want to make it before the Invincible arrives, it would be good to have you here when they come.
No, I'm not going. I know it's a unique opportunity to get closer to this phenomenon, and I might never get another chance. But I've thought about it a lot, and I'd rather stay here with you. Now rest. You should save your strength for their arrival. Too heavy, hands become. Down you go, oh bright sun. Night is not that scary. At last, they've arrived. Rохитру, do you hear? They're landing now. Rохиtrу?